Are you trying to clean up your pantry, but you don't want to give up all of your favorite foods? I totally understand. In today's Tip Tuesday, I'm sharing a few of my favorite healthier swaps. And guess what? They all still taste amazing, yet the ingredients are much simpler and they're going to actually be better for your health and overall well-being. So a few of the things that we swap out in our home are, instead of soda, we drink Olipop. Most sodas contain a ton of added sugar. We're talking like well over 40 grams of added sugar. Olipop has way less, usually between 2, 3, or 4 grams of added sugar. The problem with added sugar is the American Heart Association recommends women and children keep their added sugar at or below 25 grams of added sugar a day. Men are at 36. And when we are drinking a can of soda that has 45 grams of sugar, added sugar, we are way over our recommendation for just that one day. Now, the problem is, okay, I'm not saying you can't have, a day or two here and there where we go over our added sugar. Absolutely, it's going to happen. But when we're eating and we're having a ton of added sugar every single day over and over again, we are causing a lot of harm to our body, including things like obesity, heart disease, diabetes. The other things that we have to be really mindful of in soda are artificial colors and dyes. There's a lot of things in there that just aren't helpful for our body. And when we're looking at high fructose corn syrup and things like that, again, not beneficial for our health. So looking at options like Olipop are going to be much better. My family loves Doritos. In fact, that was one of the hardest things for me to take away from my family. They loved getting a big bag at Costco. And finally one day I said, you guys, this is just not good for our health. It's full of inflammatory oils. We're talking vegetable and canola oil, artificial colors, all of those things that are not beneficial to our health. But guess what? We found a swap. Siete has a nacho chip they're really delicious. They taste a lot like Doritos, but the ingredients are much simpler. So check out Siete nacho chips instead of Dorito for a much cleaner swap. Looking at things like Boulder chips instead of Lay's, I think I don't think not everybody understands when you're looking at a food label, or maybe people don't even look at food labels, and that's okay. And that's why I'm here. I love educating people. Turn that bag of chips over and look to see if there's something like vegetable oil, canola oil, peanut oil. Those types of oils are inflammatory. They cause inflammation in our body. We want inflammation in our body. Say when we sprain our ankle, we need our body to inflame and heal that spot up. But when we have our body in a constant state of inflammation, that is when disease happens. The root of disease comes from inflammation. So being really mindful of ingredients, turning that bag of chips over and looking and saying, oh gosh, there's inflammatory oils in here. Choosing something like Boulder chips instead of Lay's is a great swap. Looking at Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its have artificial colors and dyes. They have inflammatory oils. Not great ingredients. A lot of kids eat them, especially if we're looking at artificial colors and dyes. A lot of artificial colors have links to behavior issues. I know that in Cheez-Its there's inflammatory oils. We need to be giving cleaner swaps with simpler ingredients. Try Simple Mills Pop-Ums. They are a really delicious swap. They taste very yummy, and the ingredients, again, they're Simple Mills, so the ingredients are very simple. My family loves Oreos, but I also said we're swapping out Oreos. We're looking at something with cleaner ingredients, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial colors and dyes. So we opt for Simple Mills. They have a delicious cashew cream cookie that is really yummy, just like Oreos. And then the last one I'll just touch on quickly is looking at sugary yogurt. Yogurt, yep, can be really good, but you need to, again, look at the label, turn that container of yogurt over and check your added sugars. Most of them have a lot of added sugars, and if it's a pretty pink, chances are there's going to be red dye in there. Red dye is not good for our health either. And there is a link to behavioral issues in red dye as well. So opt for something like Costco has a great, it's the Kirkland organic Greek yogurt. It's plain, yep, so it's not going to be very tasty. So add some honey in it, and make sure it's a local honey, some pure maple syrup, or we like to take the Just Ingredients protein powder, put it in the yogurt, and that adds a delicious taste to it. So I hope that helps just give you an overview of some possible swaps. It's, again, just a matter of stopping and looking at those labels, and you might not know what to look for, but use me as a resource. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you're looking for a specific swap. I would absolutely love to help you out. In addition, in the comments, I'm going to put a link to my Facebook page. I do once daily posts like this with swaps, recipes, health and wellness tips. So head on over and join me on my health and wellness page on Facebook. Lastly, I will say, if you are curious more about foods that actually might be causing stress to your body, as a certified holistic nutritionist, I do offer epigenetic hair analysis testing that looks at over 800 markers and gives you real answers and talks about what foods your body needs and what foods your bodies do not need. So you may want to check that out. And if you do, be sure to just comment hair, and I will be happy to share some information with you on that as well. All right, until next time, to you and your family's health, take care.